for a moment, please. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of all of our hearts be now and always acceptable in your sight, O Lord, our strength and our Redeemer. Amen. Do you believe that it is the first Sunday of Advent? I don't. It snuck up on me. Wow. It's going to be December, the end of the week. December. I remember my husband saying to me a while back, the older you get, the faster the time goes. Now it's making sense to me. I can wait. And that's what Advent is about. It's about waiting. We wait for many things in life. We wait for wisdom. We heard the children share some of the things that they wait for. We wait for transportation if we're taking the bus. We wait. How do we wait? Do we wait with patience? Or do we say, where's that bus? And is it coming? Some of us have done other kinds of waiting too. Waiting for the birth of a child. And yes, even in those times we're saying, will this child come soon? So we wait. Last Sunday, I was away. I went to Windsor to spend some time with a very dear friend of mine who I lived with during seminary. We lived together. And we waited. We waited together while her daughter had surgery for melanoma. We waited. And yes, there were times when we waited in silence. But there were other times when we waited in prayer. But we waited. And it's hard to wait. It's hard for us to wait. And now we still wait for the outcome of that surgery. Life is interesting. In our minds, we think we have it all figured out. This is the way it goes. You know, when we're young, we're carefree. As we get older, we know we have to grow up at some point. That's a myth, eh, Howard? Well, let's say we know we have to become more responsible. How's that? Nah. Society puts expectations upon us. It's that we should. We should do this. We should do that. And you know what I say? Don't should on yourself. We should, right? So, it is true. Society does put a lot of expectations on us. We should be able to take whatever life throws at us and just carry on. But sometimes those burdens are heavy. Sometimes, a lot of times, we need help. We need help carrying that. And so we look to God. We look to God for that help. And I found it interesting because when we were waiting for them to take my friend's daughter in the operating room, my girlfriend said to me, "I'm going to go to the waiting room. Will you pray with her?" I said, "Absolutely, I will pray with her." She said, "I think it's better coming from you." Because she was her mom. She's her mom. She couldn't do that. And I understand that. I don't know how I would have been feeling had that been one of my children. So we look to God. We look to our friends for support. And we look to our families for support. I want you to look around this room. Just take a look around this room. Look at your family. We're your family. And when you need help, that's what we're here for. We are here to see you through those times. Those times when you may think you can't put one foot in front of another. And you're thinking, "I can't do this anymore. I don't have the strength to do this." We're here. We're here to see you through those times. And God will see us all through those times together. And so we wait. And sometimes we have to sit with our fears, our uncertainties, and yes, even our grief over what we're waiting for. The important thing for me is that we all remember we're not waiting alone. We're not waiting alone. A lot of times when we look around at society, everyone is so busy. And I'm going to share something that I said to someone just this morning. I said, "We have to get together and have a chat." "Oh, no, I'm okay, you're too busy." And I said, "You know what you're saying to me when you say that? You're saying to me, I'm not as important as other people. And I need to tell you, every one of you are important to me. Every one of you. If you need me, I'm here. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's hard stuff, we can do that. If it's celebration, we can do that too. If we just need an ear to listen, I've got pretty good ears. I want you to remember that. As we wait, we're not alone. We look to the Advent wreath in this time of waiting. And each Sunday we'll light another candle to remind us how Christ's light grows. This isn't really something new. It is and it isn't. If we look to the Old Testament, we hear the Israelites waiting and wandering in the wilderness. And a voice then in the wilderness calling. And we hear that old hymn. We hear those old hymns about waiting. Because in the Old Testament, they were waiting for a Savior, for the Messiah. They were waiting for the Messiah too. And so we wait. wait with a certain thought in mind that the rest of the year we should also be waiting and watching, because we know not when the Son of Man will appear. And like I said at 8 o'clock, it is easy to get caught up in the Christmas rush. I'm not a great shopper, I have to tell you. If I need something, I go get it, that's it, I'm done. Don't ask me to go shopping. And so this time of year, I find very stressful to go into the stores. There's people everywhere. How many of you were out shopping on Friday?
Oh, we went to the States.
You went to the States?
Oh, no, that's great.
They were all in the stores. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, I got lots of bargains on Friday. I saved all kinds of money. I didn't go shopping. But it's easy to get caught up. You know, for some people, this is a wonderful time of the year, and that's fair. We also have to remember that for others, it isn't necessarily a wonderful time of the year. There's a lot of people out there who are hungry, who are homeless, who have no family or friends. They're alone. You have to remember those people. Absolutely. Their feet are cold. Eleanor's thinking about socks. We remember times when we felt alone. Times we've been so busy, we don't have time for even our friends. Times when we've been hurting. And times when we've celebrated. Time. God's time. I think it's wonderful. What I feel in this place right now is peace. Today we light the candle of hope. And we hope for all kinds of things in this world. We hope for justice. We hope for a world free of fighting. We hope for a world full of love and not anger. We have lots of hopes. And it's good for us to take this time and think about how blessed we are. How blessed we are to live in a country where we don't have to worry about shells falling on our homes. To live in a country where we're free to worship in our own ways. To live in a country where not everyone, but most, have enough to eat. Always remember those ones who don't, and the ones who don't have shelter. Because you're right, Eleanor, it's getting cold. It's a lot about time. Excuse me. It's a lot about time. And my friend, who I spent those few days with her and her family, sent me this last night. She called me last night and we were chatting on the phone. She said, I'm going to send you something. And I didn't look at it until this morning. But I'm going to share it with all of you. Because one thing we don't think about often enough is who needs us. Who needs us? I think of my family, and to tell you the truth, I feel guilty sometimes because my family gives up a lot because of what I do. But I always pray that they know where I am if they need me. The same as you. I always pray that you know where I am if you need me. This is called slow dance. Have you ever watched kids on a merry-go-round or listened to rain slapping the ground? Ever followed a butterfly's erratic flight or gazed at the sun fading into the night? You better slow down. Don't dance so fast. Time is short. The music won't last. Do you run through each day on the fly? When you ask, how are you, do you hear the reply? When the day is done, do you lie in your bed with the next 100 chores running through your head? You better slow down. Don't dance so fast. Time is short. The music won't last. Ever told your child, we'll do it tomorrow, and in your haste, not see his sorrow? Ever lost touch, let a friendship die, because you never had time to call and say hi? You better slow down, don't dance so fast. Time is short, the music won't last. When you run so fast to get somewhere, you miss half the fun of getting there. When you worry and hurry through your day, it's like an unopened gift thrown away. Life isn't a race, so take it slower. Hear the music before your song is over. Reminds us, doesn't it? To wait, to slow down, to take time, to tell people how much we care, to be with God. We are blessed. We are so blessed. And I miss you when I'm not here. But some people won't tell me what's going on when I'm not here either. I was told, you're supposed to be taking a break. Don't worry about this place. But you know what? You're my family. And I care. And no matter where I am, you're never gone from here. I give thanks to God every day for each one of you. So let's count our blessings together. Let's work for justice together. Let's feed the hungry together. Let's support each other as we journey, not just through this time of waiting, but as we journey through life together. And let's say, for all our blessings, thanks